Greetings from the far side of the galaxy, everyone. Been some time since we last did this, no thanks to a 3-week break, but the long wait is over and we can finally get back to Jujutsu Sundays. Call me Fuuri, and I'll be your host for the evening, so sit back and stick with me as we review Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 148, Perfect Preparation. The first thing I'd like to talk about is Maki-chan, or better put, Maki-chad, cause she was on point this chapter. It was good to see her blow off that blowhard Naoya like he doesn't matter, he doesn't, and it hits me right in the kokoro when her mother asks her to make her proud, she will. And I'm especially loving her resolve. She doesn't hide the fact that she seeks the position as head of the Zenin family, but this chapter makes it clear that becoming the head, even if it was rightfully given to you, just means that the rest of your family wants you dead. Maki doesn't just need to earn that spot, she needs to be strong enough to keep it, and I feel that overcoming Ogi will be the first step to that, a way to physically declare herself on par with all the other candidates. And speaking of the other candidates, Shinichi and Naoya are awful people. Both of them can't stand the idea of Megumi becoming the new head despite acknowledging that he's an amazing choice. He has one of the best techniques you can inherit from the Zenin clan, alongside having favorable relationships with the future head of the Kamo clan and being favored by the Gojo clan and having the immense skill it takes to do a domain expansion as a student. Keep in mind that no one else from the Zenin clan, that we know of, can even create a domain. Junichi and Naoya don't give two fucks about the good of the Zenin clan. And since we're complaining about Zenin garbage, oh boy, let's start talking about Ogi Zenin. You know the Zenin clan is messed up when Obito of all people treated Maki the best. Yeah, he talked down to her, but he did that to everyone, and he never physically attacked Maki unlike some people. And it's saying a lot that her father Ogi is treating her the worst. And not only is the fact that Ogi blames his worthless children for not becoming the head a huge red flag in terms of parenting, it also points to Ogi not getting the position as head of the Zenin clan for a lack of strength. And this doesn't bode well for their fight. And I really love the way Akutami-sensei handles the fights in the Jujutsu Kaisen. They have this weird groundedness to them. The focus isn't on brute force but strategic thinking to get the win so desperately needed. It's like Hunter x Hunter in that case. It's great to see Maki taking into account what she knows and what she can do and wagered against what Ogi can do even if she lost that bet. And I'd be remiss not to mention how phenomenal the paneling is in Jujutsu Kaisen. These things are a work of art. There's something so wonderfully dynamic about seeing Ogi lean back in to strike with his seemingly broken sword. I'd kill for Arxis to make a Jujutsu Kaisen fighting game. And this brings me to the second thing I love about fights in Jujutsu Kaisen, and that is the way they build on previously established knowledge. Let's use Ogi for example. The basis of the way he fights is Falling Blossom Emotion, something we've already seen his brother Naobito use, albeit in a different form. When used with a sword, it acts in a similar way to Miwa's Simple Domain, creating lightning quick strikes with the advantage of being able to happen multiple times. And every attack has automatic guidance, so it's not like he needs to aim his strikes very much. It's a surprisingly effective technique in close quarters combat and probably would have been enough to beat Maki alone if she didn't have Dragon Bone to break his sword and launch a counterattack. And Dragon Bone might have been enough for Maki to clinch the win if Ogi wasn't able to fix his sword. I presume this is because Mai inherited her creation technique from him. Presumably, he's able to use it more effectively thanks to having more cursed energy than Mai. This makes me wonder about Junichi. We've already seen Naoya fight, now we're getting to see Ogi fight too, so when will we get to see him fight? My prediction for the next chapter or two will be a flashback arc from Ogi's perspective, probably detailing him and his brothers vying for the position as head and Ogi planning to have 2 strong sorcerer sons to help cement his claim, only to get 2 weak daughters. While the flashback arc is happening, we might occasionally flip over to the present to see Junichi fighting Megumi or something like that. Regardless of what happens, I'll be damn sure to read it and even more sure to review it. Be sure to like and subscribe and check out the dub of Flork of Cow's Resident Evil 8 comic that I did. Be extra sure to subscribe so you know when my large Resident Evil 8 project is out. And finally, this is where I must leave you. This is Fuuri wishing you the best and ending transmission.